Hello chat, welcome to stream. Welcome back. It is I, Chaotic Pie. Yes, yes. I don't know who was here last stream, but who? Chaotic Pie, clearly the coolest person ever. What do you mean, who are you? It's me, it's Pie. I've got a pie on my head. So it's clearly Pie. I mean, no other way to debate. Sorry, I'm talking to chat. I should probably put chat in this screen as well. I'll do that after the stream, it's fine. Anyways. So, for those who were here last stream, yes, it did end pretty abruptly. That was not because I had a skill issue, for real. I did not have a skill issue in Ultra Kill, at all. That was not the reason I stopped the stream. The weird thing on my head is a pie. Kaiser. It's a pie. It's on my head. I'm not gonna get it off. But, anyways. So for those who were there last stream, yeah, it ended pretty abruptly in the middle of a level. That was because my mother entered the room to inform me that, my aunt had been in a car crash. So, that was a skill issue. She's fine, by the way. Nobody died. But yeah, that was interesting. Anyways, today we are playing video game because video game cool. I've bought the beginner's guide with some of my Christmas monies, which is a game made by the same people as the Stanley Parable. I really love the Stanley Parable, so I think I'll like this game. So let me just boot it up. It wasn't working actually earlier today. I was trying it out, and it did not work. Like, it didn't want to boot up. And I was like, all right, I'll ask one of my friends. So I hopped into the call with one of my friends, and I was like, look, it's not working. Do you know why it might not be working? And I opened the game, and it just suddenly worked. Like, it just worked. I just joined a Discord call, and immediately it works. So let's hope it still works. Anyways, let's boot up the game. Also switch over to the right screen. There we go. Now chat is actually visible, so people on the VOD aren't gonna think I'm insane. Right, is it? Yes, it works. Let's go. So I have not played this game ever. I've only seen the title screen. So I'm very curious what this is gonna be. Let's start. You are insane? I'm not insane. What makes you think I'm insane? Give me one good reason why I'm insane. Just one. A single one. What insane things have I done in my everything? That's not one reason, that's more than one reason. Haha! Skill issue. Anyways, I'm actually gonna begin the game, maybe. Options. Are the options fine? Edit keys. Maybe I should edit this, because this is always wrong. Like... Hello? Yeah, okay, great. Yes, I know, it's weird keys, but that's because I've got a weird keyboard, alright? Okay, this should be fine. Yes, this is fine. Great. Everything else, just leave it normal. Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Can everyone hear the game, but not, like, too much? Like, just want to make sure. You don't have a keyboard, you have a war crime? How do I have a war crime? But how would I be playing the game using a war crime? Explain. Explain that. Wait. Why is my mouse doing so weird? My mouse is being very weird. Let's hope it doesn't stay like that. You begin the game. Make sure audio is on. Audio is on. Let's go. Yay. Oh, wait. Controls. Okay.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing the Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder,
Minecraft speedrun
what was
instead
going
shot
through his head as he was building this?
No.
This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but...
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna turn on the captions. That's pretty convenient. This is boring. This is not boring. Shut mouth. I'm intrigued.
But they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008. Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Okay, Kaiser, shut up. I am not doing a speedrun. I'm just gonna enjoy this game because I'm interested. Help?
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Okay, wait, give me a second. There we go. That's probably way too loud. I'll leave then. Well, fine, if you're not interested in anything that isn't a speedrun, then leave.
Security call breached. Hostile alien life form inbound.
What? Oh god. Run.
It kind of looks like this game was abandoned mid-development.
Yeah.
For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Yup. Just
But
noticed that.
We don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin ship evacuation.
No? Oh wait, I can go there. Let's go. Run! Ah.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Oh my god. It's the bottom of the universe. We found it. This is a maze.
Apparently the space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Oh, I literally just found the exit. Fine.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
I have to save, like, a... Fine, yeah. I'll just... Well,
Let me pause here for a
guess I died.
What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Oh? I'm being lifted off of the spaceship. Oh god. I'm floating into space.
The beam causes you to start floating.
Yeah, I noticed.
And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Walls.
Yep, in this game you can only walk backwards.
Oh. That's interesting. The past one's behind her. Alright. Backwards walking, because why not? This is very weird, but the future could not be
seen. So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Ooh. But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength to confront it? The door! It's gone!
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
Alright, next game. Oh. This is dark. You are now entering. Entering what? Your mom? Oh, okay, no. What am I entering? Darkness.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet.
What?
Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Okay, yeah, that was short. I was entering, and then I didn't.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Oh, this is...
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
This is a staircase?
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens.
Yep.
So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Alright, great. The door! There's... Oh god. So many
A room
things.
that's warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
What are these ideas? You are a gate. Chat,
Coda
you
would
heard it
often
here
tell me
first.
that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
But you are a gate. I love this one. A game where you collect items. Oh wait, it's gone. All right. Okay, thank you. Wait, didn't it say something like fish? What do you mean? What is this? This is not fish. This is a big concrete hallway. Oh, there's a
Well, this is
door.
new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
I opened the door. But now that one is... Wait.
Don't
Ah!
forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot.
I was wondering, like, how is this a puzzle? Like, it's just a door. You just open a door. But, yeah, now I see.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Goodbye, walls. Well, there's a lot more rooms.
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I
Yeah.
actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world.
There's a lot of...
Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Huh. Oh, wait, let me actually just... Because I think the... Okay, I can't change that. Never mind. Just... There we go. Am I back at this place? You are now exiting. Alright.
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Huh. That's interesting. The Great and Lovely Descent. Ah. That is a house. I'm... Such great commentary. Just that is a house.
Let's talk about video game
Yeah.
development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do.
That is correct.
So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Oh,
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
yeah, yeah.
The
Oh.
tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Yeah, this is on... interesting room. Parkour time. Woo! Okay. Boing. Oh, I fell. I fell. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, that was... Okay. I just kind of fell, I guess. Well, didn't have to do the parkour after all. Let's just go down. What the? This is a very strange place. This is like a liminal space or something. Am I in the back rooms? Chat, I thought that was last stream. I'm back in the back room. Oh, that's... Alright, guess I'll go here. Oh no, it's a platform. Oh god. Well... Guess I'll go in here.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go.
What?
If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
That's, weird.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
That's... Yeah. This place is weird. What? Why? What is this? A door? Another? Oh!
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time. There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Alright. This is a... Wow. What? Who are these people? Did you come up from up above? What was up there?
Using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Yeah, there was this prison. They kind of, you know, locked me in the prison. You know. Is the world above? You've been there? Important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yeah, that was like the last thing I did before coming here. Again, perfect. Now please tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. Trust me, you don't want to go over there. Like, there was nothing. Oh no, but I do, we do. We need to get here. You understand? It's the most important thing in the world. We have to escape this prison. There must be an ending. I promise you, there is nothing I want more. What? Well, I guess I'll be leaving then. Goodbye. No, I'm back at these guys again. How'd you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Yeah? Do you want to know how to solve it? No, we actually find the blank space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Why would I care about the space between the doors? There's a reason, but it may take time before you understand, which is fine. You'll see it again soon. Alright. Let me just go down the stairs then.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
That's... okay. This is, an interesting place. Bunch of houses. Okay, is this really
It's a
small?
lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you
Okay,
quite
no.
why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out.
Alright.
I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because
Yeah.
now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Alright. Next game, I guess. April 2009. This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Yay! We can leave notes. Let's go. Oh, nice room. Not. Alright, that's kind of mean.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda.
Sad.
This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
Yeah.
In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention.
No.
I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
How do you beat this game? Like, you haven't even started. No point to this. That's a lot of notes. Jesus. Whoa, holy shit. Can you guys hear me? Hello. Hello. Reasonable.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes
Everyone
if they're
read
not doing
this.
anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them.
No, I want to read them.
Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and
Oh.
has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
What the hell? I want to tell you a secret. Once upon
But
a
it's
time,
ironic,
I
isn't
did.
it, that in playing this
Find
game
fun.
and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could
No one just says balls. Why? It just says balls.
play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing.
Ah,
I could
this
just get
is
to
the
know
voice
you
in
through
my
your
head.
work.
No, this is the
I
voice
think
in my
this is why
head.
I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Do you feel like a hero yet? Cool cavern, bro. Oh god. Too many messages? True. Why? Hey, I can type here. I'd rather be doing literally anything other than playing this. Hey, I can... Okay, that was the same one. I am so smart. Big brain. This place makes me sad. Oh, that's sad. Don't be sad, random thought. How do I continue? Oh, here. What the shit is this cavern? Boring. No, it's not boring. It's pretty interesting. An acorn, and the sailors are looking for it. Oh god. That's weird. Hey guys, just looking for someone to talk with. Alright, I refuse to believe. Ass butt. So funny. You need to go to the freaking bathroom. Recognize me, please. I don't know who you are. You just look like all the other notes. There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. What do I do? Oh no. A free t-shirt. Where do I claim my free t-shirt? Where is it? I want my free t-shirt. Where is it? Where is it? Makes game includes door, cannot open door. Thanks. Open sesame. Yep, can't confirm. Door does not open. Door how open? Not. Pfft. Someday I will meet the person who made this. I probably won't. All of these notes, Jesus Christ. New room! You hear the chimes, they keep you going, don't they? Like, very much to be desired. Very understandable. It's not very crowded. It is. Can go in here, I think. Don't bother. What the? Oh god. I failed to write anything here. Oh, pretty sure you didn't. Pretty sure there is something there. Misery? No misery is gonna stop me from exploring this place. Cabbage shapes our nation. Cabbage is our true Lord and Savior. Honestly. Like, what would we do without cabbage? Everyone, praise cabbage. Was that painting? Good question. What does this one say? Very good game. What? Okay. These get very confusing. This is a note? Yes, it is. Congratulations. Don't listen to the other notes. Well, I have, and that worked, so I'm not going to listen to you. How does that feel? Not safe? Well, I'll get out then. Jesus Christ. The big painting. What do these all have to say? It doesn't mean anything. Cabbage shapes our nation. Just looks like dots. I mean, yeah. Does kind of just look like dots. Okay, Devil Tower Star, whatever that may be. It was himself, the most horrible creature he could imagine. No? Oh, wait, this is getting interesting. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret, he kept it well. I beat the game! I don't think you did. There's more to go. More room?
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Cut it up and spread it between worlds. Almost there. I've seen everything. I've traveled the world. I have never told anyone. This is getting creepy. I wish there were notes in the real world. Oh my god, that would be so cool. Imagine you could just, like, walk around the street and you just see some random note and someone's like, hey, this place is good coffee. And you're like, thanks, random person. Become one with the spiraling nonsense. I've already become one with the spiraling nonsense a long time ago.
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Does this puzzle have a solution? I've been in it for literally an hour, what the fuck do I do? Help! Help! This doesn't make sense, the second door won't open. Shit, how do you solve it? Developer, answers please?
And because there's this dark area between the doors, the space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Oh, another note. Oh god, it's getting loud. How do you leave notes? Typewriters everywhere. Are you there? Please say something. It can't be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, speak, speak. I am speaking. I am speaking. Hello? No. Okay. It has gone. What the?
It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
That was an interesting title. All right. It's nothing. Just nothing. Just a house. Oh wait, there's some. Gonna go down here. Where does this go? Does this just go back to the start? Nope, it just... It's infinite loop, I guess. Oh wait, not an infinite loop, never mind.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Alright, version 2. With... no... What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? Fridge. That's not a fridge. What about along the wall? 10 stoves lined up along the wall. That is not a stove. I think we should light up this room a little bit. Let's see. We'll put live Tesla coils in each corner. Is that a Tesla coil? I don't think that's a Tesla coil. A table. Tables were invented in 1935. For real. Oh god, that is a lot of furniture.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
This is just IKEA, but at like maximum insanity.
So okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Alright, different direction, I guess. Hello, please walk forward. I'm gonna walk backwards. Screw you. Oh, there's a wall. Never mind, I'll walk forward. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. Oh, there goes the table. Go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Boop. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. Floor lamp? Is this the floor lamp? And back on. Now go to the left side sofa. Move it over a little. Left side sofa. There you go. Finally touch the shelves. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Okay, let me remember. Click table. Click painting. Lamp on and off. Move couch. Click shelves. Understood. Return. Whee.
And of
So-
course, now the table is gone and you can't begin
What?
the chain of events to escape.
There's no table. That's rude.
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
That's very
Let me
weird.
just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work.
What the?
And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on?
So everything is
Coda
upside
doesn't
down.
have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of
This
defense
isn't a-
against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons.
Good.
This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Huh? The lamppost. Yippee. Come on. Probably gonna do something really weird. I can already tell. There's a telephone cabinet thing. Oh. I've been locked inside. It's, hello, who is this? It's me, I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me? So were you were trapped in this prison too?
It's a
What?
conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
I was in the escape tutorial, all the other ones as well. That's where I am right now. Well, I'm so glad to know that I get out eventually. What's it like to escape? It feels like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. Yeah, I'll go with that one. You feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. I'm the same person now as I was like 30 seconds ago. Oh no, that's awful. That's the worst thing I can imagine. Don't worry, it's actually not a bad thing. I promise. Well, you get something else in exchange. The problem is that you don't actually know who you are right now. I mean, I guess it's not a bad thing. Not sure. If you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first person to call back. And can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you? What do I have to do? Just tell me how you feel right now, you know? Just let's make past me feel a bit more comfortable. What? That will free me? How does that work? No, it won't. I actually have no idea. Just tell me how you feel. Okay, I feel afraid that nothing will ever change. Go on. No, and it ends.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
August 2009. Oh my god, that's when my sibling was
So what would
born.
it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
This is literally as old as a person who
To
currently
me, this
lives in my
environment
house.
is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Houses. Oh, there's someone in here. Clean. Well, my goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself, and right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Don't worry about me. A place this nice, I'll be glad to stay here all night. Well, now you might just be getting a little ahead of yourself there, no? Why don't we start cleaning and then you decide whether you could do it all night? I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Boop. Much nicer. That's a table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? This goes way faster. I wish chores were like... I wish chores were like this in real life. It would be so much better. Just click. Boom. While you're in there, why don't you straighten the rug a bit? All the little details matter. Boop. How'd you end up doing this job? A friend dragged me along at a time when I was particularly desperate for cash. Turns out I've never felt so good doing something for money in my whole life. Never did like cleaning my own home. I might have got some demons I ain't ready to face yet. Speaking of demons, someone's put this couch all in a mess. Would you come out and straighten these pillows here? Wait, pillows? Oh, here. Boop. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there. There we go. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Yeah, I'll try to get by. Go ahead. Tell me. No, that's not a lot of talking. No. No, it was stupid. Sorry, never mind. Hey, these dishes needs to be washed. Why didn't you come do that? Last I checked, the tub needed a cleaning. Bathtub? No need to be perfect. We're all just human. Alright. Scrub the tub. Are there still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf? Okay, but... Ah, God. Boop. Perfect. Now then, how about you come and clear these dishes off the table?
After the intense set of prison
Huh?
games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Like, didn't I just clear the table? Like, I did that before. Are all houses so this easy to clean? Like, this is going way faster. Darling, let me tell you something. In your lifetime, you're gonna clean a lot of houses. And among all those, a few will stick out as truly wonderful, beautiful experiences. And none of them will be the ones that were easy. Just something to think about while you smooth out the rug in the bedroom.
I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy, all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Looks like the tub has gotten rather dirty. Would you mind tidying it up a bit? There we go. Earlier when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it, and it takes care of you. Huh. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. There's a bit of truth. There's a bit of truth in it. No. Anyway, but I mean, so housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books, would you please clean up the books? I keep doing the same things over and over again. Like, this is just the same thing as before. Oh goodness, those pillows over on the couch are a real mess.
I'm glad he found some peace.
Alright. Question. Yeah, go ahead. Do you enjoy this?
It can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
No, I was enjoying that. That was calming. I mean, I was doing the same stuff over and over again, but it was calming. I liked it. And we're back at the lamp.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Huh. Items you love at members only prices. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? I don't have a job. Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. Oh. You came here to become perfect. Well, I already am, so, you know. Oh, this workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about in that way in your own life? Who do you know who is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself? Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful. I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how we do it, but how we do it effortlessly. This is easy. It is so easy. It is so easy.
About halfway through the game,
being perfect is effortless. Oh. What the?
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
This is the key? How do I achieve it with no effort? What? Oh god, this is... Well, let me tell you right now, if it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. I still love you, it's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Being alone must be awful. What the... He's... Oh. This is... interesting. Seek out only one thing. Why are these options here? Ha ha ha, just kidding. Anyone want to do some... No, we're not gonna do drugs. We're not doing drugs. Oh god. You know, maybe we should inform people about that. Holy shit, you guys, something is coming out from the back of the room. Look out. Everyone run!
I fell pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human.
What?
I think about this game a lot these days.
Perfection. Alright.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Guess we're going on stage. Yeah, sorry, it's no longer a stream. We're gonna do a show now, actually. A big show. I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Got jump scared. Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are at the gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Alright, I'll be leaning against the wall. Oh, against this wall, sorry. Good, stay right there. I'm just chilling against the wall. Woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Hello. Hello, that's it. That's not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. I'm kind of scared, honestly. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Wait, they bounce? Oh, they bounce. Whee! Wait, I can be pinball. Now talk to her again. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. You're messing it all up again. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. You do not realize how important this was for me. I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. I like the cones. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. No, the cones! It's the lamp again. Oh god. Oh wait, no! Let's just go over there then. This is gonna be a long walk. Oh god. Okay, yes, now this is working. This is what it was like.
This eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Oh god. Mobius Trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Alright. I'll keep my eyes closed. Wait, give me a second. I will keep my eyes closed. My eyes are closed. Wait, I am messing up my stream. Give me a second. No, this is gonna be a bit difficult. What do I do? Help. Where do I go? What do I do? I can't. I am holding my eyes closed. What do I... Oh, wait. Okay, maybe I... Okay, I'm gonna... open my eyes, actually.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible.
Give me a second. My eyes are open again. There we go. I
solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
What's going on? Please tell me how to solve this. No! We got killed by a door. We have been murdered by a door. Alright. Help, I'm blind. Let's try that one. Oh, it's a lamp. The only way to stop it is speaking something that is honest. I can't keep making these? Yes, that's it. That's the truth.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
I'm out of ideas, I guess. Keep going, keep talking. Thought it was going to be easy. You're doing it, it's working. I'm alone? We're going to be okay.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Oh. Jesus. December 2010. Hello? Oh? Wait, hello? Is anyone there? Oh? Yeah, that seems to be working. Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. Yeah, I'm kind of lost here. Oh? We're back at the out of ideas answers again. I'm completely out of ideas. Oh no. What's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. You have to take me to it.
If the last
can do
game
that, but
featured
there's a
Coda
problem.
talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
Deal. I'll solve the puzzle. Fine. Perfect. Come along, I'll show it to you.
Because from my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
I recognize this. Oh, wonderful. Can you tell me how to do it? First, you have to open the door. Okay, now what? Now you have to close the first door. Alright, what's next? press the switch here. Ah, that was so simple.
You can't
Believe they
talk
never
yourself
solved it
out
before.
of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
What? There's no machine here. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Alright, okay, making games is simple. Ah, that feels wonderful. But it wasn't true. It's not simple. Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. It's easy? It never stopped being easy? Yes, that's wonderful. Keep going.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it felt really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped.
What?
It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
Just, such a simple solution? Perfect. That feels
This is
fantastic.
someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
But none of this is helping. Patience, you have to trust me. I promise this will work. Please continue. Any sacrifices made for my work are worth it 100% of the time, I guess. Oh god. Yes, more. Keep going.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Incredible. That's it. I'm free. I'm free.
But it didn't stop.
Oh.
After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
This is strange. May 2011. The Machine. It's the Machine. Guard. Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick, I guess. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. The press is here. Let's see if she can give us answers. Ma'am, answer a few questions for the paper. Will it be punished? Oh god, please stop talking. Get away, press. Fucking paparazzi is already chasing me.
And of course, it's the
You
machine.
You stop feeding us? Those people out there, can you imagine what pain you've put them through? Oh god. I've been so alone? I am... Apologize for leaving me? No, nothing? Can you please answer? I am getting very confused by this game. I'll apologize to the people on your behalf then, I guess. I don't even know what you did wrong. My friends. It falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine will not apologize to us. I don't know what it... Had nobody been here since I left? No, Kaiser, the chat hasn't been very active, but I've been enjoying the game. It's very interesting. We'll find a way to live without it. We don't need games. Like, you can live without video games. Let us pay it retribution? What? I am... But we don't want... Why would we need to destroy it? I don't want to destroy the machine. We'll destroy what it's created then, I guess. I don't want to destroy him. Destroy it? I don't want to destroy the machine. It's the poor machine. It's not the One Ring. Kaiser, it's not the ring from the Lord of the Rings. I have a gun. What? Pew. Oh god, no. Do I have to? I'll make sure you're known forever. Please don't. I don't want you to... Oh no. No. Jesus, isn't that what you're scared of? Exposed to the view of others
So
every
now
day
the
forever?
work is
See
becoming
naked
self-destructive.
clarity?
And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realized that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings...
Stop shooting your
without bringing
white
him out
stuff
of his
all over the
mental
place.
spiral,
Shut mouth.
would it give him
This is a
confidence in
serious
himself?
game,
Would it
Kaiser.
bring meaning back into his work?
Keep NSFW stuff out of the chat. Do I have to... I don't want to destroy things anymore. No, wait!
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions.
Oh,
And
it's
the
the
great
door.
part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Oh god. What? It's the machine. Put down your weapon? Well, I didn't want to use it in the first place. No, 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 no. Don't shoot the machine. I don't want...
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do?
It's dangerous to be
It's
left
the thing
alive.
that I always feel like I need to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend.
Do
I
it.
did something. I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem.
I think...
When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
Oh god. Why did we have to shoot the machine? Oh.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while.
Oh.
So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower. And to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
Oh, the tower, June 2011.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels...
Why does your HUD
distant.
have space for bits and
It feels
donations
like it's
when you didn't
trying
take
to
them?
distance itself from the
Look.
world.
I don't know how to set that up. I don't have a PayPal. I'm not 18, but it's, you know, part of the default Streamlab thing HUD, so it'll be here and it'll be empty until I get it set up. Yeah. So yeah. Have fun with that.
It's a very cold game.
It's there, you know, on... What's the word again? Why not use a different HUD without it? Well, because, you know, it's here, I forgot the word for that. What's the word again? Ahead of time, basically. So, I don't have to worry about that at any other point.
Actually has a maze in it.
Pi can't speak. Well, English isn't my
Except
first
that
language.
all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise.
Oh,
the
God.
experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise
You
the player for
uneducated
trying to play
swine.
it at all.
Shut.
But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Alright. Kaiser, don't call me a swine. That's mean. Cheater? What do you mean
And to be
cheater?
fair, it's not
Shut
like this
mouth.
is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
You know,
The
Kaiser,
only way past this challenge is to...
I'm actually, like, trying to get through the game and see everything, because this is a really interesting experience. You know, this is a very... So no, I am not cheating.
Guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
151617. Alright. Stairs.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first two challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem.
Oh?
I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Thank you for opening the door.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person
This is a supremely uninteresting game. I think it's a very interesting game. Like, I mean, you kind of left halfway through the game, but honestly, this is a very interesting game. Like,
is.
it shows the evolution of this Coda person going through all these games, and you can clearly see that a lot is going on with him. And
It wasn't the guy I knew.
Yeah.
It wasn't my friend.
perhaps an
I had
interesting
come to
essay.
so many conclusions.
Well, it might be, yeah. It's not that your standard video game, but I think it's still very interesting.
From looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them. I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
This is supremely unsuited for streaming. Well, I wanted to play this game. I don't know how suited it would be for streaming. I just thought it would be very interesting.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed. Where did I screw up? I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
Oh.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable. And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
So infected my personal space that it's impossible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere hidden between games. As an answer or meaning, would it make you any happier? You stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes, giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. Well, goodbye, Kaiser. You should stop changing my games, stop adding lampposts to them. Before I'm going to fall asleep. It's not boring. Yes, it might not be the best game for streaming, but it's not a boring game. It's very interesting.
I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something, and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. Realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. I do hope that one day...
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
You finally see what I'm talking about. Don't say anything. This Switch is gone.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Epilogue. More lamps. Holy shit, this is... Wow. That's... honestly kind of sad.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
Let's take the train then, I guess. I don't know where this will go.
Solution.
Wait.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
What? God.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
What? Wait, what? I'm very confused. Why is there sand? What? Oh? And I'm here, whatever this place is.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
That is very... Wow, I'm sorry that I'm not talking that much, but this game is just... I am having so many thoughts at once, like... I cannot put my thoughts into words, that's how... that's just how this game makes me feel, I guess. Like, it's got so many things to think about that I just cannot talk about a single one of my thoughts. Like, I'm gonna have to watch like at least 7 video essays about this thing before
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
I'm gonna watch like at least 7 video essays about this thing because I'm really intrigued by what this is trying to tell. Like, wow. Bunch of gates. It's a desert. What is this? This can't be like one of Coda's games, right? Because the previous one was the last one. What is this place then? A big hole? Nope. Oh, this is slowly going up. Guess I'll go in here. Stairs. Am I back in the building? Back in the station. Wow. What is... Like, literally the only thing I can say is wow, because that is the only thing that I can... Coherent thought that I can get out of my mouth. This game is just... Wow. Is that the beam thing? That's the beam from, like, that one game. Like the second one. With a spaceship. Am I gonna have to jump into it again? Well. Here I go. Through the ceiling. It's a giant maze. Where am I going? What?
Turn back.
4R.
Turn back from this cave.
Who's R?
You said
This project would not have been possible without the following individuals. Alright.
keep going. But the cave goes
Turn Back by Helena Heron. Ryan Roth.
miles.
Is that one of the songs?
And so tired, but I know that you're strong. So turn back, turn back.
Wow. This was a very interesting game. Like I've said, this is, like I've said before, it was less of a game, more of an essay thing, like Kaiser said. But it was really interesting to see, like, how Coda's games just went, like, from basic test project to whatever the last things were. Like, I'm still not fully sure what the meaning of those were. And I don't think I ever will, and I don't think anyone ever will, except maybe Coda himself. I'm fascinated, honestly, by this. Like, it is so interesting to see this. Just, I really, really don't know what to say about this game other than it was just interesting. Like, we've only been playing for like a little over 90 minutes, but it felt like I went through an entire, like, existential crisis or something, I don't know, during that thing. Like, this was... I think this is going to be one of those games that I'm still going to be thinking about in 10 years. Like, it was very interesting. Yeah, that's the end of the game, I guess. Well, thank you everyone for coming to the stream. It was fun. I really like this game. It was amazing, honestly. It's wow. It was just interesting, and I cannot even put it into words how much I like this game. Like, anyways, I guess this is, well, this is the end of the stream then, I guess. Wow, this game blew me away so much, like, with everything, honestly, that I just kind of forgot how to speak. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming to the stream, and, well, we're not just gonna end the stream here. Well, let's raid someone. Who are we gonna raid, chat? Who is streaming? Let's see. I'll see if anyone's online. Anyone is streaming. I thought I saw Milu do a stream, but that might have been a miscalculation. I don't know. Yeah, it was 8 minutes ago. Is she still live? Let me see. Nope, she is. All right. Let's go read Milu, chat. Let's go read Milu. How do I do this? Please help. There we go. Milu raid time. Let's go. Well, thanks everyone for coming to the stream. Bye.